Good morning. Welcome to Mycity, our first meeting in September. And it's going to be a hot one here in Southern California. I know many of you are dealing with over 100 degrees valleys, and it's supposed to hit 98 in Long Beach, which I think I'll stay indoors.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to have everybody here. We got some from other parts of the country as well. So I am delighted to be hosting along with Bob Friedenthal, the owner and kingpin of Mycity. We love our networking group, and we're going to take a minute per person to say hello, introduce yourselves, and we'll give you a few extra seconds if you have the opportunity to mention a referral or a shout out that you want to give it to someone else in the group. So we're going to be a little flexible on our time, but we're going to try to keep it to 1 minute. So let's start out with you, Bob. Here's your minute.
Well, thank you. I'll take it. So I call myself a LinkedIn lunatic. I've been doing LinkedIn for umpteen years. I started working LinkedIn when there was only 130 million members, and now there's close to 1 billion. So it's a business community, and that's where you want to, like most of us want to be, is working with business people so you can sell your goods, right? That makes a big difference. And I got into the internet when, and I've said this a bunch of times, when a 300 megabyte hard drive was the size of a washing machine and $50,000.
Oh my
Okay.
God, you're old.
I know. Oh, good consumer. Yeah, well, you're
Yeah.
not far behind me,
I
dude.
think she did, but I will
I think
tell her
you could
that.
get a sandwich for
Okay.
and a beer for 15 cents then too, Bob.
Yeah.
Great, bye-bye.
All
All
right.
right.
Thank you,
Bye,
Bob.
Tom.
I'm going to ask people to remember to mute yourselves if you're not speaking, because we're getting some background chatter, which is potentially delightful, but potentially catastrophic as well. So let's go next to our friend Lighter Chen.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lai Chen. I immigrated from China 2003 as extraordinary ability. Right now, I'm the founder of the Tommy Healing System in the Anaheim, California. This Tommy Healing System is a scientific approach. Oriental medicine effectively manages the chronic condition. We help thousands of clients achieve the measurable and sustainable health result naturally, safely, effectively, without operation procedure, without side effect of chemical pills. Now I'm looking for the business consultant. We have the team to help us the expansion to the whole United States, whole worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you, Lighter. Now, you mentioned previously that you've been working with Roy and Betty. Can you elaborate, give us an update on how that's working for you?
Yes, this team is very, very powerful, very helpful. Betty, Roya, and Linda. So and also I the Jabber is very, very helpful for the founder for the for the funding. And so many members I get the help from this mycity.com. So I found this group is very interesting. I have joined many like the business group. This is the most interesting, most helpful, and the most intelligent group.
All right, I'll take that one every day. Well, thank you. We appreciate you being here, Lighter, and I'm glad that we're like a full service operation. Anything you need, just somewhere in the group, you'll be able to find that. So thank you for being here. And in fact, one of the guys helping you is our next speaker, Roy Dickin. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, Scott. Yeah, I'm Roy Dickin. I'm one of the creators of Conversion Alchemy, which brings instant leads on demand as many as you want every day. People that are already searching for what you offer. And the other thing it does is it tells who's visiting your site. So you can know who they are and follow up on them as well. And those are really terrific leads. Lighter's going to take advantage of that. That's probably the way he's going to start. The money is in the follow-up. So the system that Betty, Withrow, Linda, Blair have created to use my leads is where the money's really going to come from, because that's where the big bucks are. It's not on the initial sale. Oh, that's nice, but it's how many sales you get after that and how many of those leads you can convert.
Fantastic. All righty. Thank you. Good timing, Roy. And welcome again. Great to see you, sir. Winston Brown, good morning. You got to unmute.
Yeah.
There you go.
My name is Winston Brown, retired Army veteran. And what I do is I help families to earn extra income. We help them to protect that income, help them to get out of debt, and plan for their retirement.
And how do you do that?
By sitting down with those individuals, ask them a few questions, find out what their goals and their dreams are. And based on their goals and dreams, we put a plan together for them, provide them a strategy so that they can meet those goals.
And thank you, Winston. And are you in Southern California?
I'm in Florida.
Oh,
And by the way, I referred by Bob.
well, fantastic. It's great to have you here. We have
Great to be here.
got lots of occasional guests from Florida, and we welcome you every week. So thanks for being here.
Winston
Thank you.
can work in every city and state just about. So I met him at a veterans group that I run every week. So that's where we actually met. Great guy. Really, really nice guy. Lots of integrity.
All right, that's kind
Thanks,
of what
Bob.
we like to have here. So definitely appreciate you being here. Thank you. And
Thank
next
you.
up, Hello, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good day to you. Thank you. Well, thank you for inviting me to this beautiful Zoom, which I've been coming a few times. So I'm on a timer. I'll make it quick. Revolution out of revolution, from corporation out of corporation, from domestic violence out of domestic violence, from being bedridden, giving me a bunch of labels such as autoimmune, Hashimoto, chronic fatigue. I'm here today at 55, absolutely on no meds, and I'm here for you as your health span coach to make it simple and easy. There are lots of gurus out there. There's so much out there. I want to simplify it for you, because I was in bed for 3 months. I couldn't even move. So I want to be that person for you. And as well, I'm a 2 times bestseller. So hit me up. Let's connect. I want to see how I can be of service to you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well said. And let's make that jet a reality in 2025.
Here we go. Hop on. Thank you.
All right. So next up, we'll have Joe, followed by Cheryl. So good morning, Joe Nicasio.
Good morning, Scott. If you knew me, you'd know I'm a troubleshooter. I used to troubleshoot machines. Now I fix broken businesses. If your business isn't delivering results, it's malfunctioning. I'm going to show you why. Think of your business like a machine. If you're putting in time and energy but not getting profit, something's wrong. Here are the 3 most common reasons. First, your inputs are scattered. If your efforts, your marketing, your products, your customer service aren't aligned, you are wasting energy. Secondly, your processes are outdated. Using old methods in a modern business is like trying to run new software on an old computer. It crashes. Third, and this might hurt, you are the bottleneck. Sometimes the owner is the problem, holding on to old habits or control. Now that you know the issues, you can fix them. Align your inputs, upgrade your processes, and look in the mirror to create a breakthrough. The secret to success isn't in working harder, it's in knowing exactly what to work on. Let's turn this malfunction into momentum. Back to you, Scott.
Wow, that was awesome. All right, thank you, Joe. Next up will be Cheryl, followed by Betty. So good morning, Cheryl McBride.
Hey, thanks. I've had lots of help from Bob and Scott's been on my Facebook stories, and I just appreciate all these people that have helped, Linda and Debbie. Anyway, are you spending too much on healthcare? There you go. We're helping families save 50 to 70% of their health costs, giving them a chance to get the care they need, no more choosing to pay healthcare costs instead of groceries. And so when they have that extra money to save, then we can help them save, protect, and grow their money. So it's pretty exciting. We work with small business owners, families, people in abusive situations to get them out of there. Book a time with me to see what we can do for you or somebody you know that's struggling. Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I think every week you get better and better with your explanation of the services you provide. It's very impressive. So glad you're here every week. And we're going to talk to Betty, followed by Jane. So good morning, Betty Withrow.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. As Leiter and Roy pointed out, we're working on a project together with Linda. We're meeting with Linda later today to coordinate to bring what Leiter is doing to the world. I had the experience when he stopped by, and I tell you, it was amazing in such a short amount of time, the difference in the way that I felt and my capabilities. So about me, I do all kinds of writing projects, and including ghostwriting, author coaching, editing, and of course, content creation, which is where I'm coordinating with, as Leiter pointed out, a super amazing team to accomplish results. I love teamwork. I love coordinating with other people to get together the solutions that they need. By the way, Bert Franklin's the one who instigated me getting into this group months ago, and I agree with Leiter. This is the best networking group I've ever been in. So stick around and find your peeps here. We are here to help each other, and that's what we do. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks, Betty. And my new friend Jane is here. Good morning, Jane Schaefer.
Good morning, Scott. It is new. Well, my second time, so I'm not too newbie anymore. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jane Schaefer. As Scott mentioned, I am in Long Beach. It's going to be a beautiful, hot Friday here. I'm a brand partner with LifeWave, an advanced wearable technology that provides a solution to regain control of your health and vitality, without using any drugs or any chemicals. As a health advocate, I am a mother of two. That is so important to me, to be able to provide that to your loved one, your son, your family and everybody that you know, to help them with either lack of sleep, lack of energies, or reduction of pain, so they can go on and do the thing that they want to do, right? Because without that, money is nothing. So, and then I want to give a shout out to Leiter. Had a chance to meet with him yesterday. Amazing, amazing gentleman, and his technology is awesome. So we are going to meet some more and to see how we can collaborate this synergetically with his technology and what we do here. So it's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so fascinating to see how some of these things are growing right before our eyes every week. It's very encouraging. So grateful that I'm a part of this. I'm also grateful for my friend Phil, and we're going to talk to Phil and then David. So good morning, Phil Wolfstein.
Well, good morning. Great to be here. What an amazing group of professionals here. I'm Phil Wolfstein. a certified business broker with Zoom Business Brokers. And what I do is I help business owners find qualified buyers for their business. And that sounds easy, but it's actually a process, typically 7 to 9 months. It's not an event, and business owners and sellers, for the most part, in the segment I work in, which is a 500,000 to 20 million, 5 to 50 employees, are unprepared. And they're in very great need, whether they know it or not, of working with business advisors, business coaches, CPAs, business brokers, with a team of professionals, ideally 36 months before they exit or before they sell. Longer is better. But the reality is unprepared, don't have a plan, don't have a succession strategy. So in great need of working with people like we have in this group here together to help them get across the line to a successful sale, and of course a buyer to realize their dreams as well. And I want to give a big shout out to Joseph Duncan, who joined this group, and in the very first meeting made a referral, got together. We actually pulled together a team of a commercial realtor, a specialist business broker, and myself, Duncan, and we were able to help address the needs of the seller, which is a school. And we'll see what happens. It's in the pipeline, but I think that for an initial meeting, that was a great example of how we can work as a team together, all of us.
Love to hear that. Thank you, Phil. And thank you, Joseph, who we'll get to after we talk to our friend David Hoffman. Good morning, David.
How do you do? It's David Hoffman. I've been a business consultant and trainer for 27 years. When I started out, if someone said they were a coach, they were asked what sport. I recently moved to Phoenix, Arizona from upstate New York. I lived in an old farmhouse there on a big piece of land, and I decided I wanted to find out what the melting point of a human was. So I moved out here. We're getting close. For business owners, I focus on working with people with big objectives, and there are two types of really big objectives. There are dark cloud objectives and mountaintop objectives. There are companies that are dealing with a crisis that want to move to a new level, and I love working with these people. And there are other people who are in a crisis and need to change something fast in order to make it work. We can work with both of these people, and often from where they are to where they want to be, the shortest distance between 2 points we'll find together.
Well, that sounds very compelling. So you're in the Phoenix area, David?
Based in Phoenix, yes.
Awesome. Well, upstate New York's beautiful, but the winters are very long up there.
I love the winter. Give me a wood stove and a big pile of wood so that between meetings I can go out and split wood, and I'm very happy. But my wife likes the sun, and Phoenix is the sunniest city on earth.
There you go. Well, it's great to have you here, and thank you for your explanation about your services. Definitely want to schedule a meeting with you, sir.
I look forward to it.
All right. So next we're going to talk to Joseph, followed by Jacob Krieger. Is that how you say it?
It's Krieger, but yeah.
Krieger. Okay. Thank you, Jacob. And good morning, Joseph Duncan.
Good morning. I am Joseph Duncan. I'm the managing director of Assured Consultants. This group is beginning to be crawling with business coaches, but we're one as well. One of the things that we do is work with heavily focused founder-led businesses where the owner is still actively involved and is the key decision maker. That probably relates to a lot of the businesses that are in here. We have the resources to help with strategy, help with access to capital, help with marketing, help with a number of different things that can take the business from growing to thriving rather, and even scaling where you're starting to think about new locations and adding employees and those sorts of things. We're also a resource, as Phil mentioned. We connect people with things that they need to accomplish what they're looking to accomplish. So that's one of the reasons that we're here. All of you become resources for our clients. So I enjoy this every Friday, and my information's in the chat.
Fantastic. Thank you, Joseph. And we've got a new to me person, Jacob Krieger.
Yes. Okay. Wonderful.
Welcome.
Thank you. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Jacob Krieger. I am born and raised out of Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm a financial advisor over at Equitable. and I do primarily comprehensive full financial picture planning. So I am looking for anyone in two particular areas. One that is anyone going through like any sort of major transitional period in life. That is anyone getting married, recently engaged, divorced, having children, just bought a house, anyone fitting that kind of model. I would love to have a conversation sooner with rather than later. But also, I work with some really niche accounts. So, anyone involved in the public or nonprofit sectors, I would like to meet any sort of policemen, firefighters, or even teachers, really. I'm just able to help provide any sort of like beneficial estate planning purposes, retirement planning, or even just tax minimization strategies. So I drop my information in the chat. So if anyone has any sort of questions regarding any of that, please always feel free to reach out.
Jacob, a quick question. How do you handle trust services? Is that all in-house, or do you use outside estate trust, trust attorneys?
Yeah, wonderful. So are you talking about like setting up your trust specifically, like along legal lines, like setting up your wills and everything like that?
That and managing trust, relatively complex trust.
Yeah, so wonderful. So I have a team of lawyers, CPAs around me full time that are able to set that up for you and manage the taxes along that. However, I can manage the assets associated within the trust and try to help them grow as much as possible for you.
Sounds great.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Yeah. Was this your first time here, Jacob?
This is my first time here. Yeah.
Well, welcome. Great to have you here. And did you find us from LinkedIn, or were you speaking with Bob? Or
Yeah, I spoke to Bob yesterday, and he's one great guy. So love to talk to you.
That's wonderful. All right. Thanks again for being here. Next, we're going to talk to Chris, followed by Debbie. So good morning, Chris Trosh.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, and I am coming to you from Big Bear Lake in sunny Southern California, and I'm a certified high performance coach. I'm challenging David for being the sunniest city in the US. We have 300 sunny days up here in Big Bear in the year, more than in Los Angeles. Regardless of sunshine, snow, or rain, how do you feel every day on the inside? Do you know how to shift your mindset and feel like the best version of yourself at any given time? That's what I can help you with. So book a call with me. Scott, you mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I look the same. My response? On the inside, I might look the same. On the outside, I might look the same, but on the inside, I am constantly growing, changing, and working towards being an even better version of myself. So if that speaks to you, set up a call. I will put my information in the chat on the side in a moment. I really want to have conversations with everybody here because that's how you can really experience the power of great coaching. I can talk about it and describe it all day long, but it will not replace the experience of the ahas and insights you will get from having a great coaching session with me. So take me up on the offer. It's absolutely free. I want everybody to experience the power of coaching and work towards being an even better version of yourself. That's it
Chris,
from me here. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Are you on LinkedIn?
I am on LinkedIn, yes, under Christian Trosh, which is my formal given name.
Gotcha.
Any other questions?
Yeah, when do you want to meet, Chris?
I'll set it up with you, Scott. Promise.
Okay, let's do it. Chris and I go back. We met each other at a personal development event. Gosh, it was probably 10 years ago.
Yeah, just about.
He's an amazing guy, and I definitely encourage everyone to spend some time with him.
Absolutely. Thank you for the plug.
And next up, another person you definitely need to spend time with is our good friend Debbie Voris. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Debbie Voris. I'm your certified holistic health coach. So I help people with mind, body, and soul. I do offer mindset coaching as well as optimizing your health in different areas of health. Women are people that come to me, but I also help men. I actually helped a 70-year-old vet improve his PSA score. So I do customized approaches to people. And my whole point is that because I am certified, I look at the whole body. I can actually help you with mindset, with health, and as well as releasing stress and emotion, so your body is more efficient and your body will run better. And I work with other coaches. I've had a executive coach on my podcast recently, and it was a great show. So coaching is something that everybody needs, whether it's in health or business. So contact your coach today so you can optimize your health and live your life fully. My name is Debbie from Debbie Changes Lives. And I want to put out a shout out to, who's not here, Carlos Garcia. He is really professional. We had a great one-on-one, and I really enjoyed our conversation. And I've already connected to somebody. I also want to do a shout out to Lighter, because he has a wonderful service with his acupressure and the tool that he uses to help him make it more precise. So I just want to let you know that I do one-on-ones, so I get to know you. I am a connector, and I do connect people to you if I know somebody that will work with you in a possible way. So just like Chris, contact me, because you never know who somebody else knows.
Thank you, Debbie. And I just want to reiterate, Debbie is a great referral source. She's a fantastic connector, and I'm proud to call her a friend as well. So thank you, Debbie. And next up, our travel dude, Ed Cisnato, followed by Linda Blair. So good morning, Ed.
Good morning from Baltimore, and the Ravens lost to the Chiefs again last night. It wasn't exactly worth staying up till midnight.
What's new about that?
But the football season has started, so things are good. Ed Cisnato, I'm the franchise owner of Edward Cisnato and Associates Dream Vacations, and I would just like to mention a couple of things. First of all, we have no fees. Second, we have a great deal going on England and Ireland tours where I can get you a buy one, get one airfare. Also, would like to talk to anybody wanting to do incentive travel for your sales staff.
Incentive
I
travel.
went over last week.
I wish someone would incentivize me to travel by paying for it.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah. Okay. We appreciate
Win a
you,
trip,
Ed.
okay?
Yeah.
Goodbyes for you.
Okay, so next up, we'll talk to Linda, followed by Ed. So good morning, Linda Blair.
Good morning, everyone. Broadcasting from Orange County, California. My tool has all the marketing and CRM operational tools a business owner will ever need, and it's all integrated into one platform using AI and automation. I'm also a Google certified partner too. So part of the platform is the CRM, and a CRM system is like a digital hub for managing all your customer interactions, starting with a lead, a prospect, changing it to a client and a customer. So when you get referrals from the Mycity group, or if you're working with Betty or Roy, it sets up automated drip and funnel campaigns to help you stay 100% connected with these connections month to month, year to year. The platform also integrates in your review management, website redesign, a scheduling tool, automated text and email campaigns. So if somebody does business with you, automatically an hour later, they'll get a thank you text message asking you for a review or follow you on LinkedIn. It does reporting and analytics. It integrates with QuickBooks, Stripe, 500 other platforms as well. So if you need any help with that, one of the main things, 24/7 ongoing hands live support. So it's kind of like hiring a virtual assistant for you. So Linda from Thrive, thanks. And I have been helping Scott and Phil, Steve, lighter. I work with Roy and Betty. Betty helps write some of the content, and Roy helps get some of the leads. So setting up a CRM will continue to nourish that lead that you get week after week with a follow-up.
Thank you, Linda. And I urge people, if they haven't yet, to set up a demo with Linda. She can show you how the Thrive system works. It's really great. We appreciate you. And I want to say hello to Ed Kresge, followed by David T. So good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Scott. Kind of anticlimactic to go right after Linda since we both work for the same company. But rather than just giving a list of products, let me paint a picture for you, ladies and gentlemen. Like Roy said earlier, fortune is in the follow-up, and that couldn't be any more true. 2% of all deals are closed on the first meet. 98% are on the 8th through 12th touch. So have you ever followed up on an appointment to be told with, "I'm so sorry, went with somebody else"? Why? We never heard back from you. Ever asked for a review time and time again to be told, "Oops, I forgot"? Implement that customer relationship management software. Automate the follow-up process. Close more deals. Get paid faster. Get more reviews, referrals, and recommendations. My information is in chat. Linda and I are both on the same team. We'd love to talk with you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Ed. And where are you located, please?
I'm in New York.
I would have never guessed that.
Where in New York?
Long Island.
I knew it. I love it. I'm
about
Jersey
5
guy
hours,
originally, so.
5 hours away from Camden Yards. Edward. Been there, done that, was not very warmly welcomed, I will say. Just saying, people want to talk about the Bronx, but
Yeah, the Yankee hat just does not work there.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. And it's even worse when we lose there.
This is Merlin. We have certain requirements for people from New York coming down here.
Yeah, learning how to drive is not one of them. Anyway.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Maybe you guys should meet and work up a routine so we can guest host next week. All right.
Yeah.
But great to have you here, Ed. Thank you. And next up, David T, followed by Patrick Flynn. Good morning, David.
Happy Friday, everyone. David T here in Greater LA. I am with Coldwell Banker, specializing in residential, multifamily, and real estate investments for my clients. For the month ending August here in Greater LA, we are moving towards more of a balanced market for those of you who are looking to purchase a home or considering a replacement property. We haven't had this much inventory since late in 2019, all the way back to September. So rates have dropped considerably in the last 15 months, a little over 1%, which equates to your purchasing power increasing about 10%. If there's anyone that it has any sort of real estate questions, I would love to be of assistance. And if you are looking to move, relocate, I'd love to help out with that as well. Recently this week, I sent a referral out to Montana as well as Indiana. David T here with Coldwell Banker, Greater LA, helping out with residential, multifamily, and real estate investments. So just ran out of time. So I timed it pretty correctly, Scott.
Good job.
I know, seeing your timer, I'm like, it's like that Jeopardy sound ringing off.
That'd be a good one to have. Let's see if I can upgrade the audio here.
The Zoom, yeah, to a Premiere account with Alex Trebek in the background.
There you go. Rest in peace, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we're going to talk to Patrick, followed by Burke. But Patrick, I have to ask, is it Patrick middle initial O, or is it Patrick O'Flynn?
O'Flynn. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for being a wonderful host. You're a wonderful host.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Listen, a big shout out there for Chris. He brought up something there that it comes from the inside. And when the people we know, and even when we think about ourselves, are we living below the line or above the line? If you're living low, people who are living below the line are usually living in a type of frustration, anxiety, nothing works for me. But if you're living above the line, you're living in you're living in more gratitude, and be pleased for and celebrating all the good things in your life. And this is all linked with amplifying and clarifying critical cell signaling, and the difference it is making in most people's lives is absolutely astonishing. For example, we get a signal when we're hungry or thirsty or cold or tired or fed up, or we injure ourselves. We get a signal, and these are the ones we're conscious of. But we also do you sit on the bed in the morning and say, look, isn't it wonderful? My heart was beating all night and I'm celebrating it, and my kidneys and my liver were working, these kind of things. So, for many people, this is now the missing link for better health and vitality. It's independently validated. It's 100% non-toxic, enabling us to have a real advantage. And this supplement goes beyond ingredients and impacts the body at a depth that no other supplement has ever come close to achieving. And look, my details are in the chat. Love to chat with you. I'm a health educator. I don't do selling and convincing. I just share information. Great to be here.
We love it. Thank you, sir. Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you, Patrick.
I celebrate my kidneys first thing every morning.
Hey, you're with us. You're one of the few.
I love it.
All righty. Next up will be Burke, followed by Moshe. Good morning, Burke Franklin.
Good morning. Thanks for that visual, Scott. Yeah, I love that. Hi, you guys. Burke Franklin, Business Power Tools up in Santa Barbara, California. No football team or baseball team here. We're just the beach. Anyway, Business Power Tools is an online platform with a whole bunch of done-for-you templates for writing a business plan, a marketing plan, job descriptions, contracts. Those letters you need to write, you're going to fire somebody, you need that. That's one of those things, a sequence of documents. By the way, if you're going to fire somebody, the secret to it is do it with dignity. If you insult them, they're going to come after you. So if you do it well, they won't. Anyway, that's a little tip. We also have a safety plan and an employee handbook. So it's all that stuff that most business owners just don't have or do. And as Phil will tell you, that most businesses are a train wreck or they're just not sellable. But these tools will help you put that business together and make it more valuable. And certainly if you're raising capital, you need a business plan. It's easy to do it yourself, but a lot of consultants and others can do it as a side venture, or you just use it as an extra tool set to help clients do what they got to do. So business plans, all that stuff, financial models are really key ingredient. But take a look at businesspowertools.com. Give me a holler. My information's in the chat, and I'll give you a little tour through it. You'll see what's there and how it works. Thanks.
Thank you, Bert. And we can never forget the outstanding teams of the UCSB Gauchos, right? That one flopped. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I got
Gauchos, man. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Not the
quite
greatest
enjoying this.
sports university on the West Coast, but we love Santa Barbara.
Volleyball.
And we also love our friend Moshe Math. Good morning, Moshe. Got to unmute. Uh-oh, it looks like he's on a call. Sorry. Next, okay, we'll go to our friend Jacob. Jacob, you've never looked more downstate Illinois. Got the tractor hat, got the beard, got the flannel shirt.
Yep, born and raised in the Midwest. That's
right,
that's how we
love
do it. A farm boy too. So,
Welcome back.
yes, my name is Jacob. I'm located in Sycamore, Illinois. We're about 2 hours outside of Chicago. I'm a loan consultant. We have direct partnerships with major banks and credit unions to offer both new and existing business owners, as well as investors and individuals with personal needs, options for financing. We have both a 5 or 7 year term loan program for any of those cash needs, as well as credit card programs for those newer business owners who need to start establishing and growing their credit history. Because one thing I think business owners forget a lot in their journey of growing is the benefits of being able to leverage both your personal credit for financing needs, whether that's business or personal, and then also using your business credit for those financing needs. And then you can use both for the power of growing and expanding your company, but also keeping those financials separate and growing individually. Look forward to connecting with more faces and happy to see all the new ones.
Thank you, Jacob. And I think Leiter mentioned you earlier, and
Yes.
did you guys
Yes.
met? Can you share?
So yes, so Roy and Dickon and I partnered together, obviously works with Betty Withrow as well. And Leiter was working with Roy, reached out to me for some financing needs. That way he can really start expanding his reach with his health products. Unfortunately, with our programs and the banks, they were not exactly the right fit right now for him. But either way, you know, with our programs, if a client comes to us, they go through our programs and receive no funding, the fees are also zero. Because all of our services are really based on the success of the client is where we succeed as well. So if the client does not succeed, we're not kind of reaching in their pockets and taking anything either.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic power of networking in this group. Love it. We appreciate you, Jacob. And next up will be Joshua, followed by Eileen. So good morning, Joshua Berman.
Good morning. I'm in Calabasas, where yesterday in my car it registered 113 degrees. But I will be remiss if the Baltimore and New York folk are going to out Philadelphia me. So my Eagles are playing in Brazil today. So we'll see how that goes. Season opener. So I am in the insurance space, and a lot of people here are in the business world, and whether it's helping people with their personal finances or helping their businesses to grow in succession planning, it's all worthless, as you know, if you don't properly insure things. So we handle commercial lines as a primary business. However, my personal area is in homeowners insurance. And what we're seeing right now is a lot of companies are either underinsuring, or they're canceling, or they're non-renewing and leaving the state. In California, it's a big crisis. It's happening in other states as well, Florida, Arizona, Texas. So you need to have homeowners insurance if you have a mortgage. You also just need it in general for protection. Make sure you're properly protected. Joshua Berman, Rowan Insurance.
Joshua, that's interesting because I know in particular a couple of State Farm people they're really struggling on not being able to offer homeowners or rental policies. So
State Farm, Allstate, Safeco. I mean, there's a whole list of big companies that have exited the state or are holding on to specific policies and getting rid of everything else. We have access to 250 different carriers, so we have the ability to write where a lot of people can't.
Joshua, quick question on homeowners insurance in general. What's the percentage rate increase this year over last year in general?
I just helped someone to renew when they were, or sorry, not renew. I helped someone to replace a policy that was being non-renewed by Safeco because they were exiting the state, and they were looking at a 3 times increase. So it went from 4,000 to 12,000 for the new policy. We were able to get them something that was more affordable. Wasn't quite a triple. It was about a 1.5 times. But the reality is, it's a substantial increase these days.
Wow.
Wow.
And that's happening across the country. It's not just California. We can write in most of the states. There are a few states we don't, but if you have needs outside of the state, we can help.
Insurance inflation.
Well, they're saying, there was an article in the LA Times, sorry, $1.13 for every dollar that some insurance carriers bring into California. So it's in premium. So it's expensive for these companies.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great resource.
Thank you, Joshua.
Your ability to broker with all those other entities. So we appreciate that. So I trust you put your contact info in the chat.
I will do it right now.
Yeah, please do. Include your LinkedIn link if you have one handy. And thank you for being here. I'd love to schedule a meeting with you. And next up, we'll say good morning or good afternoon to Eileen Dawson.
Hi, everyone. My apologies for stepping away. My elderly neighbor had a pickle that she got into. So, anyway, so my name is Eileen Dawson, and I am a Ramsey money coach. I work with individuals and couples in teaching personal finance and helping them get out of credit card and loan debt, and with small businesses and schools, colleges. I work to do trainings in personal finance. So. Thanks for having me.
So is there anything like a recent group experience that you could share with us that was very helpful for a bunch of folks?
Yeah, I actually teach a class called Financial Peace University. That's like a 9-week program, and I teach it in the evening. And our topic was about saving 15% in retirement, once you get to the point where you're able to, have money to save. So, yeah, it was a really interesting conversation and questions people had and sharing that they had. So I do that volunteer. And so that's one of the things I love about it is that, I'm helping people and I'm not getting paid for it. It's that social service side of me that I always have had in me. So
that's fantastic. And people need peace, don't they?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thank you, Eileen. Thanks for being here. And next, we're going to say good morning to Corey Northington. Hi, Corey. You're able to unmute. All right, we'll give you to the count of 5. There he is. Nope.
Hey,
there he is.
sorry about a little bit of. Well, happy Friday morning to everybody. My name is Corey Northington. I'm based here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm an independent associate of Legal and ID Shield, so I help empower individuals, families, and small business owners with legal and identity theft needs. So whether you're trying to review documents and contracts, you want to protect your personal identity and everything. So, because right now we've been hacked like never before. So, like even national repositories to hospitals to major companies and everything are being hacked by both domestic and international. And what so I just wanted to encourage everybody, if you have, make sure that you're keeping an eye on your identity and your credit and all the good stuff as well. So, and my services are here to be a great backup to that. So I left my information in the chat. Be glad to do any one-on-ones and hope each and every one of y'all are having a great Friday evening and morning.
Thank you, Corey. Great stuff. Appreciate you being here week after week. And we also appreciate Moshe Math. Good morning, Moshe.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Moshe Math, and much like Joshua, yes, and to Ed's bone, I do support the Eagles. I won't be watching the game, unfortunately. I'm with Neuro and Trained Sciences. Our systems look similar to the massage chairs at the airport, but unlike those, we offer what they call sonic massage using sound, light, and vibration to take your mind and body through voyage into relaxation through brainwave entrainment. I'm sorry, my phone's going off. I have a crazy phone. When it charges, it sometimes makes phone calls independently. Um, anyway, we have other sound sessions as well, but brainwave entrainment is when your computer freezes and it's either too heavy or too expensive to throw against the wall in frustration. So you turn it off and on again and hope it reboots, and we're doing that with the brain. So we can help with stress, with anxiety, we can help with greater performance, as well as expedite sports recovery from hard practices or games. So thank you very much for your time and have a good weekend. And Ed, listen to this clearly. Go Eagles. Ed and I are close friends.
You know. Oh, wrong Ed. Wrong Ed. Okay.
No, I said Cincinnati. That was meant for him intentionally.
Wow. Way to welcome the new guy. Okay. All right.
No. You're what are you, Giants or Jets?
I'm Jets.
Okay, then
wow, I said that proudly too, didn't I?
Yeah, good. Hopefully Aaron Rodgers has a better year.
Let's hope he goes to 5 plays this year instead of 4.
Okay.
Oh boy. It's football season. Wow.
No, it was seriously, it was a heartbreak last year. The first play of the game or second play of the game last year, he gets out and out for the whole season.
Fourth,
excuse me. So
Fourth.
it really was I really felt I felt bad for any professional that goes through that.
Our Washington Commanders are going to beat the Eagles, I predict.
All right. Well, we don't place bets here, so we have to do that on
Yeah,
the
we
side.
need a
Yeah.
different network for you guys, you know.
I guess that'll be a text I'll be receiving later on today, Ed. The bet.
Okay. So I'll just also take a minute to introduce myself. If you haven't met me, I'm Scott Harrell. My business is Lifetree Prosperity. I am primarily a financial advisor specializing in insurance solutions, life insurance. I also do health, Medicare, long-term care, disability income. But in addition to that, I'm a consultant to small business. I have lots of programs that can help you reduce your overhead costs. And that's relevant for businesses that have like between 5 and 50 employees. So I'd love to talk with you folks anytime. I'm available next week. And we've got 5 more minutes. So Bob, what would you like to mention in terms of, you spoke about shout outs and referrals.
Yeah, I'd love to hear some shout outs from the people.
Well, I want to give a big shout out right away to Scott. I've done this before. He's just does a fabulous job as a moderator for these meetings. And thank you very, very much for the consistency and for the job you're doing. I think we all benefit from that. Thank you, Scott.
Appreciate
Absolutely. I second that, Bob.
Yeah, wait,
And
wait.
Phil.
I agree with everything that was just said, but when Scott couldn't make it, you did an excellent job moderating that Friday. So I don't want you to think that you're viewed as second fiddle. And I see Jacob giving me the thumbs up. So
I want to give a shout out to Burke. You know, when I met with him on a one-on-one, it was very personal and we actually got to know each other. And I need to move forward on something I wanted to purchase, but I just been so busy lately. But I want to thank you that he's very informative and he's willing to give a helping hand.
Well, I want to give a shout out to me because I just did a referral to Phil Wolfstein for somebody that needs his services. How's that? He hasn't seen it yet.
That's awesome. Thank you, Bob.
It's on your LinkedIn, dude.
Cool.
If everybody could focus on Josh for a second, he's sitting there tall and proud with his Phillies jersey on. He went upright.
I love it. You know, I'll say this much about this group. It's a phenomenal group. The top attendance today was 36, and then it got shaved down to, on average, it was hovering right around 30. And it's consistent every week that we have routinely 30 people show up at this, and they're meeting and they're giving referrals to each other. So if you're not giving referrals in this group, you're not meeting with people, then, you know, do us a big favor, get out of the group.
Well, I don't think you need to worry about anybody who's here right now. So
Very
One
true.
thing
You don't
about
have to worry
Bob,
about
he's not
me.
holding back, you know.
Boy, happy
What?
Friday!
What?
Happy Friday to everybody from Bob.
It's about doing something, right? Isn't that what it's all about? About doing something. So if you attend a meeting and you don't do something, you're not meeting with people. You're doing, the purpose of this group is for people to meet and to refer to each other, right?
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
See a raise of hands for that?
Yeah.
Yes. And I love your brutal honesty,
hands.
Bob.
Well,
It's
you
very
know,
refreshing.
why beat around the bush?
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Hey, BNI, if you're in BNI, you are required to give referrals. And if you don't, they will kick you out of the group and they will keep your money. So you pay a year in advance. I don't know what they're charging now. There's something like 200,000 to 300,000 members of BNI worldwide. And so they've got a formula. I don't totally agree with their formula, but their motto of givers gain, I 100% agree with that. You know, when you meet somebody, you start talking to them, the first thing people try to do is they try to sell you. Absolute mistake. Help them. Help them. That's the most important thing to do. and then build a relationship, and then you can sell them. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, it burned
Right, everybody. Great
burned
meeting.
everybody,
On.
it
It
burned
was a great
everybody out.
meeting.
Joining us again, folks.
Everybody have a great weekend.
Have a
You
wonderful
Thanks
weekend,
so much.
guys.